In a recent phone call between the presidents of China, Xi Jinping, and Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, one highlight of the conversation was their mutual strong defense of multilateralism. It's a position frequently repeated by the Brazilian leader, including his recent speech at the opening of the Latin America and Caribbean Economic Forum.
Guided by pragmatism, we can overcome ideological differences and build strong and positive partnerships inside and outside the region. That is the only doctrine that serves us. Remaining divided makes us all more fragile. My friends, in a world engulfed in turbulence, Brazil has chosen the path of democracy, peace, multilateralism, and regional integration.
This former Brazilian ambassador to both the US and UK, however, says countries like Brazil and China are swimming against a powerful tide.
I think that multilateralism is in a very difficult moment. It is weakened by the actions of the United States. I know that China and Brazil defend the return to multilateralism, the rule of the law. But what we see in practice is a world without laws, without rule of law.
One practical way of defending multilateralism is through active participation in global decision-making forums such as the United Nations Climate Change Conference, the COP. And on that front, both Brazil and China have a clear track record, playing active roles during key moments in recent years. The president of COP30 told CGTN in a recent interview that both countries were key partners in pushing important agendas forward during last November's conference, which notably took place without the participation of the United States, whose current administration has been openly critical of multilateralism.
I think that China was absolutely key for the results of COP30. China was impressively constructive. And China presented alternatives and solutions for the texts that were being discussed. And we are so thankful to the Chinese delegation for being so constructive from the very first moment to the last moment of the COP.
China plays a vital role, without doubt. And it is interesting to see that China has been inviting Brazil's Lula to join and play together. It is important not only for our two countries, but also for the future of multilateralism and the institutional system.
At a time when global governance structures face growing pressure, Brazil and China appear determined to keep investing political capital in the multilateral system. Paulo Cabral, CGTN, São Paulo.